What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We are messing around with the Iron Lung again today with a different configuration. But before we get started, be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. Maybe come over to my Discord server, which you'll find in the link down below in the description if you want to play the Division with other big Division fans or you need any help. And definitely come over and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. I really would appreciate your help over there as well. With all that said though, let's get started. So let's just go into... Oh, is he going to start on heroic? Yes, okay, good. Because we're on world normal difficulty right now, and I guess we all know why. So we're just trying out... So a lot of people in the comments put... A lot of thing with the Iron Lung is... Oh my god, it takes so long to reload this thing. And as you can see there, we've got a bit of a snappier reload. Now what we're going to see is that, does the fire still do anything with this configuration? And is it doing enough damage? It certainly seems to be doing enough damage. I really guess Chunga is a really good way to find out. The fire is spreading nicely, and that's also part of this build. But, you know, it does suffer, and I know what everyone's going to say. It does suffer from the age-old LMG issue compared to other weapons that, you know, unless you're in certain situations, it definitely isn't the burstiest of DPS. And the fact that... I couldn't turn around then. The fact that I'm solo doesn't help this build, to be honest, because enemies die so quick. We're not even getting close to the end of the magazine, so that we get the fire. I'm hoping now in this section here where things are a little bit more crowded up that we might, but we'll see. You really need, you know, elites and, you know. You kind of force myself a little bit to keep firing, even though I'm missing bullets. If that, you know what I mean, because I don't want to lose the end of the mag. I suppose it does cause like a, you know, a CC kind of effect, which I guess is fine. You know, it works in that situation there. I'm having a really easy time with the aim, and if you notice, there's super high accuracy on this, so it's really hard to miss shots. Oh, mods. We're definitely checking the loot today. Mods are the real end game. Go up for a change. This build definitely is going to cater for all kinds of players. Whether you be keyboard, mouse, or controller. I have to worry that they're going to come out behind me. Don't jump over. Ah. The builds worked perfect there in that scenario. A bunch of them grouped together. They all got set on fire. It's kind of exactly what we were looking for. Whoa, blew myself up. No defender drones protected against that. I mean, it does have the whole suppress thing, and I know that's kind of a sticky subject a little bit, you know, Do we want to be constantly suppressing bad guys? You know, and exactly what we've been talking about has happened there. We kind of forced out of cover to get to the end of the extended mag so that we can, you know, use the fire effect. Maybe a decoy would be better than a defender drone. Probably, I think. But as you can see, the CCing effect does work rather nice, even unexpectedly. If you get a CC effect happening, it's going to spread with this build no matter what. And we've definitely got enough DPS, as you can see. The boss didn't stand a chance. Where's this guy going? He's like, you need that YouTube revenue, Tickle. I'm going to extend the video by running off for you. Thanks, bro. What is it? He has lost his mind. Imagine shooting a rocket into a fence. Right, that's going to be it for the gameplay demo. Let's head back to the base of operations and I'll show you the build. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. While it's loading, you might as well while we wait. And let's get to it. So you're going to want to start with Gunner. And that's not for the extended mag, because obviously we can't put the extended mag on this thing because it's an exotic gun. But it's going to give you armor on kill, which is really, really nice. But it's going to give us every third reload is 50% faster. And that is huge with this gun. It has such a big reload time. That's one of the ways we are shortening that reload speed. We get the 10% armor on kill that we mentioned before, the Banshee pulse if you want to use it. And we also get a rate of fire increase, which also plays into this build as well. We've got more than one way of increasing the rate of fire. So that's really good as well. You're obviously going to help the team out by regenerating ammo. Gunner's just an absolute solid choice for this. But if you did want to take any of the other specializations, you just can. We're definitely not reliant on this. We're then going to obviously take the Iron Lung. Now, I've rolled mine to damage to armor. You can actually roll it to whatever you want. If you're doing a lot of Black Tusk, it might be worth having damage to health. That might just be better because obviously dogs and chungus and stuff are all direct to health damage. So, you know, roll it to whatever you want. Maybe having two of these would actually be goated. One with damage to armor and one with damage to health. And then obviously we've got the talent, the Ardent. We'll read it out. It's pretty new. You might not have seen it yet. Shooting heats up the weapon, filling up the heat meter. The meter is equivalent to 50% of the weapon's standard magazine size. When the meter is full, the rounds shot by the weapon ignite enemies. And when you're not shooting, the meter depletes over time. Reloading or swapping the weapon fully depletes the meter. And it comes with 35 extra rounds, which is a shame. I would have loved this to have come with 50. And 2 10% critical hit damage mods. Which actually does make this great for a crit chance, crit damage kind of loadout. Secondary gun, run whatever you want. My Sleepness just in there because I've used it in incursions for bursty damage. And for the offhand, I always like to take a TDI custom card. The thing fires really, really nice. And if you're having a difficult time against something, if you're in a squad, you can use Sledgehammer, throw a grenade at the bad guy, and it just kind of helps out your squad and just makes things go a little bit easier. But totally up to you. You can run whatever you want. And obviously then you can see we're running Strikers with a 2-piece high-end combo. Strikers really easy. We'll go through that first. 15% weapon handling, again helping with that reload speed. 15% rate of fire, adding to the rate of fire as well. And then we're going to run Strikers Gamble. We're not running the chest or backpack for this situation, so we're not going to get any of the bonuses for that. But you can see that the core attribute is weapon damage with crit chance and crit chance in the other attributes. So then the gloves, we then got weapon damage and critical hit damage. In the knees, we got weapon damage and critical hit chance. And in the holster, weapon damage and critical hit chance. With, obviously, all we're trying to do is get to close to 60% critical hit chance as we possibly can. And then we're going to put everything else into critical hit damage. The chest piece, again, where we are going to apply some extra damage and help with that reload speed. So you can see the Petrov gives us 1-piece LMG damage, which is extra 10%, which is great. We got weapon damage, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit chance in the mod slot. If you've not got this named chest, don't worry, you can actually craft it as well. So check that out, and you can craft you one really easy. You'll just need to do some optimization like I did, and it gives us perfect braced. While in cover, weapon handling is increased by 50%. So it does mean that you're going to have to play it in cover, but that's what made the thing like a laser beam. You hit headshots like they're nothing. Every bullet connects. You just don't miss. It's really, really nice. And obviously, you get the reload speed from the weapon handling as well, because weapon handling is a whole bunch of attributes wrapped up into one. And then for the backpack, another one that you can actually craft, it's called the Courier. It's a newer backpack to the game from, I think, last season. But you get 15% headshot damage, which is great. I would love that to be weapon critical hit damage, but unfortunately it's not. But it really doesn't matter. We've got so much accuracy. Hitting them headshots really doesn't take too much. It doesn't roll with a red core attribute, so you're going to have to get one with critical hit chance and critical hit damage, but that's not that hard. Because the talent is perfect creeping death. So the only things when you are actually crafting one of these bad boys is you just have to get critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Critical hit chance in the mod slot, and then roll the core attribute to red. As you can see, talent is perfect creeping death. When you apply a status effect, it also applies to all enemies within 10 meters of your target, which is why I said a couple of times that when you're in a squad, this build's going to shine way more, because more enemies, harder to kill, more creeping death, which makes it even better than it does when you saw in solo play. If we were to have a look at the stats, you can see we're at 58% critical hit chance and 101% critical hit damage, with 120% headshot damage as well. So a nice spread there, and 6% armor damage, because that's what we're running on the gun. Just to take a quick look back at the gun, if we scroll down, you can see here the reload time is 4.5 seconds. I'm not sure actually, we're going to switch that off very quickly. Yeah, it doesn't actually take into account that we're actually using braced. So that's something just to take a note of. But what we'll do is we'll very, very quickly just go and do a reload to end the video. If you didn't already notice how quickly them reloads were going off. It definitely wasn't the 4.5 seconds that the gun is advertising. 1, 2, 3. So probably about 3.5 seconds. So really, really nice. And as you can see, like I said, it's an absolute laser beam. Them shots are not going absolutely anywhere. My mouse is literally moving, and every single millimeter is just letting me fire them bullets straight on the head. Really nice. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on Twitch later this evening. If you want an incursion carry, you know where to come. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.